I came here in 1963. I have never budged. I've been here all the time.
And you've been here all the time. And why have you never left?
Because I felt perfectly happy here, and I felt like it was a good place to worship.
Absolutely, and including in this building right here. So tell me just a bit about where we are in this building here. What's the significance?
This is the sanctuary of the building that was put up in 1928. And we worshiped in it for 50 years before we built a new building. A new building that had restrooms and a baptistry. And we were happy with that.
Yeah, absolutely.
We've had very good pastors and very good church leaders. In 1978, we moved into the building over there that we use now for our fellowship hall. That was in 1978. In 2001, we moved into our present sanctuary. And we've been there, and the church is constantly growing. And we're so happy about that, and we know that's the work of the Lord.
And constantly growing. So what did the church size look like when you first showed up versus now?
When I first showed up in 1963, it was in this building. How many would you say we had? We had 40 or 50. We had no baptistry. We did get a restroom, but we had no baptistry, and we had to baptize new converts in Mr. Otis Jones' pond. Some people were scared of the pond, so we had to take them to a sister church to be baptized.
Wow.
And it worked okay.
And of course, the church name is named after Walnut Creek, is that correct?
Yes, it was first named in 1828, I believe, Walnut Creek Missionary Baptist Church of Christ. That was the first name. All three congregations met. Of course, it was different times, but then as the church grew, the different denominations pulled out, and we became known as Walnut Creek Baptist Church. Some people still called it Walnut Hill, but we do have a creek down there that's Walnut Creek, so we have always remained Walnut Creek.
And stuck that way too. And of course, also too, there's a cemetery out back as well.
We have a very large cemetery, and when the land was first built, in 1886, the congregation needed money to buy the land. They took up among themselves the money to buy their land, and they bought 17 acres, which was enough for a church and a cemetery. They wanted that done too. And at that time, I don't know how many were in that little group, but they were still growing. So as they have grown, you see where we have grown. It's very good for a church to grow.
I've also been hearing that there's some old pastors buried out there too. Is that true?
Very old. They go back to, I don't know if he was the very first, but anyway, he was way back there.
Yeah.
We have several old ones in that cemetery. We're proud of it.
And absolutely. And it's a day to be proud just in general too. 175 years. How do you think the church has made it this far?
Well, because I think people were absolutely looking for a place to worship. And when they found it here, they just got stay power and inviting power. We have some here today. I saw one when I walked out a while ago, hadn't been here in probably 20 years maybe, but it was homecoming to them because that's where they first worshiped the Lord.
Can y'all make it another 175 years? What is 100? Is that, I got to do math for a second. Is that 350?
I don't know, but you don't need to do it because it's not going to happen with me, I know. But I'll tell you what, I'll be here till my end, however much that is. And I feel good, so I'll last a while.
And all of your family goes here as well?
Oh, yes. I have one son, and I have a daughter, and they each have a spouse. I have 3 grandchildren, and I have 6 great-grand in church here, but I have others too.
What is it like having your family all go to the same church that you once went to a long time ago and started and continue to do this?
Well, it's very good. When you sit there and you look around and you see one and then another, it really makes your heart